right, you may have seen this over the weekend, maybe scrolling the socials over your Sunday morning coffee, and it may have caused you to spit some of that coffee out. You see, Hyaldi was held this weekend, as you probably know, both in downtown Boise and at Expo Idaho in Garden City. And it was at the former, at the Expo Idaho, where someone on Reddit saw a poster and decided to, well, post this. With the header, Hyaldi Festival used Nazi poster, ? And they went on to explain how the Basque poster reminded them of a famous Nazi propaganda poster, pointing out the many similarities, you know, like the hair, the hand on the flag, and of course on the hip, and of course the smile too. Except the Basque Block poster was not created for Hyaldi, nor was it new. And for those who have been around Boise for a while, well, you might recognize the handiwork of Ward Hooper. He created the Basque Block poster more than 20 years ago. And he had no idea then it would be getting the attention it got this weekend. In fact, several of the responses on the Reddit thread called it, at best, an unintended consequence for someone who doesn't know their history, or at worst, the intentional slight on the Basque community, considering what happened with the bombing of Guernica in 1937. Basically a subliminal slap in the face. Ward Hooper says it's neither of those. And we know this because we asked him about it. Step inside Ward Hooper's shop, and you quickly get an idea of his style.
Like I do an Art Nouveau version of Warm Springs, and that's taking a French poster and flipping it on its head. I've done Art Deco posters where I'll take it and flip it around and make it something that has to do with Boise.
Flipping things is the foundation of what Ward does, which is what he did back in the early 2000s. When he wanted to highlight the newly created Basque Block in Boise.
I purposely looked for an image that I could take and flip.
Ward says he found it in Ludwig Holbein's pro-Nazi poster from 1935. He took it and flipped it, literally and figuratively. The Basque Block poster, from the flag to the smile to the hand, is a mirror image of the Nazi poster. But Ward says so is the message.
I looked at it as giving a middle finger to the fascists and the Nazis, and to take an image that they were so proud of and turning it into something. I think what would make a Nazi the most upset is that you took one of their images and turned it and were promoting something as awesome as the Basque community and Guernica and the whole idea of that. So I wasn't trying to get any kind of controversial idea. I was just trying to say, hey, how can I take something that happened negatively to Guernica and turn it into something that's really positive? That's all I was doing.
The reaction from this weekend, what does that say? What did you think of it?
I was just like dumbfounded. I had no idea that something that I had done 20 odd years ago with a completely different concept behind it had been turned into such a nasty, negative, dirty thing. So it was really kind of took me back.
And it caused Ward to take the poster off his shelves and website.
I understand that people are offended by it, and as soon as I saw that in today's light that it was offensive, I took it down. I thought, I'm not going to deal with this. I don't even want to deal with having to answer questions about it, because I know what my heart was doing when I did it, but other people are going to construe it any way they want to do it, and I can't be responsible for the way what they cast upon it. All I can tell you is what I was thinking when I did it.
Does that mean you won't sell it anymore?
No, it won't be sold. I won't do anything with it. It's just, you know, it's heartbreaking for me that I have to put stuff away like that and kind of put it to bed, but I don't like negativity in my life, and I don't want to have anybody come in here and feel that they're offended by anything. So if anybody is offended, I apologize, wasn't meant that way, totally understand that you might think I was up to something, but I'm not that kind of person.
And you can tell Ward's a little bit upset by this. I mean, this is his art, his creation. Ward told us he's disappointed, but not surprised by the reaction this weekend, given the current political climate. When he made that poster 20 years ago, more than 20 years ago, he made it clear his intentions then. Nobody had a problem with it or even said anything about it. Ward admitted he's not a social media guy, so he only knew about the controversy after he received a couple of harshly worded emails. He said he responded to those almost immediately. And when he explained the inspiration of his poster to the people who emailed him, Ward says they were quick to understand and to appreciate his perspective, which is kind of what Ward hopes most people would have done in the first place. Just ask. If you have a question, you're curious, ask. Too many people jump to conclusions, he said, without seeking to understand, which is kind of the problem with social media anyway, or maybe our modern day culture in the first place.